Welcome aboard our Flying Dutchman tour. Well, sort of. Today we're diving into the world of tulips, windmills and gin. Mini Dutch houses filled with gin, that is. Stick around as we will explore every corner of KLM's business class, and trust me, it's more Dutch than a bicycle in Amsterdam. Our journey will be from Amsterdam to another Dutch kingdom, specifically Curaçao. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to fly KLM Business Class from Amsterdam to Curaçao. Just arrived at the airport, already checked in, so let's go and check out the lounge. There are two KLM Crown lounges at Schiphol. Lounge 25 is located in the Schengen area, and the Intercontinental Lounge is called Lounge 52 and is located in the non-Schengen area. The giveaway that you have arrived is the bright LED lighting and 5,000 KLM delft houses adorning the escalator up, which makes for a fantastic entrance. Wow. The Crown Lounge is huge and set over 2 levels. At 6,800 square meters and over 1,000 seats, it would be impossible to review the whole thing. The lounge is divided into 5 zones inspired by Dutch landscapes: sea, puddler, city, Dutch mountains and sky. Each represents what you can expect from the area. Sea is for recharge, refresh and sleep, puddler is for eat and drink and work, city is for bar and buffet, Dutch mountain is for entertainment, and sky is the second level with blue bar, blue restaurant and a terrace. When you enter the lounge, you can either have the choice to stay on the first floor with plentiful of seating and free food and drinks, or you can head upstairs to the second floor. Here you will find a blue bar and a blue restaurant, both with extra charge. Food-wise, in the free selection there's a lot to choose from. Since I arrived in the early morning, breakfast was the main topic, with egg, bacon, beans, bread, toppings and cheese. During the day there are large cast irons featuring beef stew, roasted vegetable, chicken curry, vegan sweet and sour rice, pasta and soups. The lounge offers sleep pods, but they are chargeable and you need to book them with the lounge agent at the service desk. Prices are shown on the screen. On the upper floor you will find 2 additional spaces, both which include chargeable extras that are not included in the standard lounge entry. I didn't try anything here. Founded in 1919, KLM is the oldest operating airline in the world. The lounge has so much history of KLM, and there are old plane models, plates and even a small little exhibition hall with all 104 KLM delft houses. Spoiler alert, all business class passengers get porcelain delft house filled with Dutch gin as a gift to all long-haul business class passengers, and they change annually. Wow, this lounge here is so big. So many stations with a lot of things. Just had some breakfast with, I don't know if you can see it, but just some regular continental breakfast. So far, it's really good. As soon as boarding was announced, I made my way to the gate. A quick line and a swift scan of my boarding pass, and I was on my way down the jet bridge. The friendly KLM crew, dressed in their iconic blue uniforms, greeted me warmly and guided me to the correct aisle.
Hello, welcome.
The business class cabin has an ambience white, dark grey and blue tones. These new seats are crafted by Jamco. Unfortunately, KLM has eliminated the dreaded 2-2-2 seating and now offers a 1-2-1 arrangement. Speaking of seat arrangements, let's check out the seat map for today's flight. Today's aircraft is a Boeing 777-300ER featuring a unique 3.5 class configuration: Economy, Economy Comfort, Premium Economy and Business Class. Let's start with Economy, which has 266 seats arranged in a 3-4-3 layout. Row 17 to 22 are designated as Economy Comfort, offering more pitch and a greater recline. In Premium Economy there are 24 seats in a 2-4-2 configuration, complete with a leg rest pedal and even more pitch and a width for added comfort. Finally, we have the Business Class cabin with 34 seats arranged in a spacious 1-2-1 configuration. For this trip I chose to seat 7K. If you are new here, my name is Magnus and I'm obsessed with airlines, luxury flying and all about travel. I love maximizing my points to get sweet deals, and when my points run low, I use my hard-earned money. If you love to see more, check out some of my other videos in the link in the description or on my channel. If you're enjoying this journey with me, pressing that subscribe button would be amazing. It's your support that enables me to share my honest reviews and give you an unbiased review of airlines. Now back to the video. Once all my belongings were in the overhead bins and I had settled down, it was time to do the traditional seat tour. The seats provide plenty of storage space, and right in front of you there is a 17-inch touchscreen TV, and below is a laptop slot. Next to the slot is both a USB-A and a USB-C and a universal power outlet. The sideboard table underneath the window is relatively broad and long and has a recess for holding bottles or glass to prevent them from shifting during turbulence. All seat functions buttons are illuminated and integrated into the edge of the sideboard, making them easily visible and accessible without the need for frantic searching for the tiny buttons. Underneath the buttons is your tray table. By simply dragging it towards you, it loosens and you will need to lift the last table piece to extend it fully. It feels and looks kind of bouncy at the edge, but during the flight it was no problem with it. You might have trouble getting in and out of your seat when the table is extended and set, but I didn't try it. Below the tray is a handy pouch for storing your phone and anything that might slide during the flight. A super nice feature and easy accessible. At the bottom is a magazine holder. The ottoman looks kind of wide and we will check it when it's time to sleep. There's additional storage beneath the ottoman. There's a coat hook hanger very close to the TV, so if you have a big jacket it is probably better to place it in the overhead bins. This new cabin features sliding door for added privacy. While they were locked in the ground, we will take a closer look once we were airborne. Towards the end of the side table you will find a convenient contactless phone charger. At the very end there's a lockable compartment at shoulder level, complete with a mirror on the inside and a door for additional storage options. The side panels feature 2 headphone jacks, one standard 3.5mm and one for the traditional 2 or 3-pin airplane headphones, along with the Panasonic iFi remote. At the top there is a reading light. Even though this seat fully reclines into a lie-flat position, you can still adjust the headrest for maximum comfort level. Lastly, there are no individual air nozzles. Just after settling into my seat, the crew came around with a glass of pre-departure drinks and handed out today's menus. So far so good, really nice cabin, looks really fresh. It has sliding doors, you cannot lock it yet because we're still on the ground. Just got the amenity kit, gonna open it soon. Got the menus, really nice. Of course, got a glass of champagne with some crystals from the Netherlands, which they are famous for. So far so good. It's a really big cabin, so there's armrest here, a lot of peripherals. You can charge your phone. Yeah, it's a lot of things. So just stay tuned and you will see everything. Today's flight path will take us 10 hours and cover a distance of 4,870 miles over the Atlantic Ocean, departing Amsterdam in the morning and arriving in Curaçao in the evening same day local time. Once we were airborne, the crew sprung into action, handing out hot towels to freshen up before the meal service. Even though KLM doesn't offer pajamas in business class, I brought my own from Emirates, so I went to the toilet to change into this one. An excellent opportunity to check out the toilet facilities on board as well. There are only 2 business class toilets on board and they are a bit on the smaller side. However, they are beautifully decorated with charming wallpapers featuring iconic Dutch houses. The toilets also offers luxurious ritual products and naturally a tulip for that typical Dutch touch. Back at my seat, it was time for some pre-meal snacks. I had the choice between nuts and cheese. Given the Dutch reputation for excellent cheese, I opted for the cheese. And it didn't disappoint. It was incredibly flavorful and made for a delightful appetizer. The menu on today's flight consisted of a 4-course meals to start with. You have the opportunity to select your own menu online in advance, but I didn't do this time. In the menu there are 2 appetizers and 3 main courses offered. For the appetizer you could choose between smoked salmon or soup. For the main course the options were vegetarian portobello ravioli, the signature tasting delicatessen with chicken, and beef java. I opted for the soup and the beef java. KLM's wine selection was impressive, with 2 white wines from Portugal and South Africa and 3 red wines from France, Italy and Portugal. Next the crew began setting up the table for service. On KLM flights everything is served on a tray and the main plate is switched out between courses, which slightly detracts from the premium feel. However, the food quality more than made up for it. I didn't need to use salt and pepper at all. The soup was creamy and a delightful tomato flavor. My only minor complaint was the hard butter, making it impossible to spread, but that's a common issue on flights. After the appetizer, it was time for the beef java. While the presentation wasn't particularly impressive, the taste certainly was. The beef was flavorful and well cooked. I was pleasantly surprised, especially since I read online that KLM Business Class food portions were small and lacked of flavor. Contrary to those reviews, I found the portions filling and the flavors excellent. For dessert, I opted for the traditional Dutch Bavaria's caramel on an almond cookie, topped with vanilla, cinnamon and apple compote. It was a perfect ending for the meal. After the meal, I wanted to close the sliding door and get some sleep. The new business class seats extend fully flat, measuring an impressive 198 centimeters or 6.5 feet in length and 53 centimeters or 1.7 feet in width. Plenty of space even for taller passengers. The footwall is one of the largest available, thanks to KLM and seat manufacturer Jamco's relocating of the motors and using a thinner support. Both the area and the height in the footwall have been significantly improved. KLM provides beddings with a pillow and a blanket, but no mattress topper. The bed is long and wide and I have no problems with my shoulder or the length of the bed. Let's get some sleep and see you in some hours. Good afternoon. Slept for around 2 hours, I think. It's really nice. Now it's 3 hours and 7 minutes left. I think the food is coming around 1 hour before landing, or maybe 1.5. So it slept super nice. It was good bed, a little bit hard, but I like it. So no problems there. After sleeping for 2 hours and still having 3.5 hours left, I decided to check out the in-flight entertainment system on board. KLM has an impressive media library on its 777 with a huge variety of movies, TV shows, audio and games. I couldn't tell exactly how many programs there were due to how the library was organized, but you will definitely not get bored. KLM also offers Wi-Fi on its 777, and there are 3 different pricing options, aligning with what you will find on Air France. You can purchase 1 hour surf pass for €8, a full flight surf pass for €18 and a full flight stream pass for €30. I opted for the stream pass at €30 and the speed clocked in at 9.6 megabits per second, not exactly lightning fast. It is odd that KLM doesn't include Wi-Fi for its premium passenger, especially when airlines like SAS, Turkish and Singapore Airlines do. Speaking of things that aren't free, the seat selection comes with a price tag too. Reserving seats before the flight costs between €70 and €90. However, you can secure your seats for free once the check-in window opens 30 hours before departure. Silver, Gold and Platinum members of Flying Blue Loyalty program are exempted for these charges, but SkyTeam Elite Plus members from other loyalty programs are not as lucky. The Amenity kit comes with an embroidered bag containing a bamboo toothbrush, toothpaste, socks, sleeping mask, earplugs, pen, as well as a face cream and a lip balm from Rituals. A nice touch from KLM. KLM provided noise-cancelling headphones that were of decent quality and quite comfortable thanks to the well-padded earpieces. They looked like a rebranded Bose headphones and featured a magnetic connection to the socket instead of the usual jack plug, adding a touch of sophistication to the in-flight experience. After waking up and glancing out the window, it was time for the second meal serving before landing. Though KLM call it a light meal, it's actually a satisfying 3-course affair. The option for the side dish were Thai red curry vegetable or chicken sudachi, and the main course featured a delicious cocoa salad with chili prawns, and for dessert it was a delightful panna cotta. And as the previous meal, the taste was really good. Toward the end of the flight, the crew comes around with a tray of displaying the iconic Delft blue houses, and you will get to pick one. When it comes to airline collectibles, no airline does it quite like KLM. The Dutch carrier offers its long-haul business class passengers these charming miniature houses, which are so adorable that they can turn anyone into a collector. KLM currently has 104 different Delft blue houses, one for each year the airline has been in business. This makes it even more special as new houses is released each year on October the 7th, KLM's birthday. It's a unique tradition and it adds a delightful touch to the KLM experience. Well, this was KLM Business Class. Super experience. The food was really good. Amazing service from the crew. The cabin was really good. The seats, they had a new cabin business class layout, really nice in a 1-to-1 configuration. So I'm super happy. Until next time, have a safe flight.